Done.
I'm so honored that Joni Brewer is joining us tonight. I'm so pleased to welcome my friend. Joni was my very first mentor in isogenics. She's such a talented, courageous, humorous, strategic guide to me. She's always been. She's talented as a trainer, as an advisor, and she's an excellent friend. She's married to Todd, and they have 3 sons, Joel, Colby, and Tommy. And think about this. Today I announced that we had the 250th millionaire in isogenics. Joni was the 30th millionaire in our company. She's had so many recognitions, and they're all so well-deserved. She was the Spirit of Isogenics, the Above and Beyond Award, the Isogenics Woman of the Year. Yay! Such a giant achievement. Joni is an 8-star Golden Circle. She's a 13-star Crystal Executive. She's been a member of the Field Advisory Board, the Millionaires Panel, and listen to this, you guys. She has over 40 millionaires in her organization. Think about that. Think of all the lives she's changed and impacted, and all of the hope she's launched to so many people. In other words, my friend Joni Brewer, she knows what she's doing, and she will have some great guidance for us tonight as we move to the close of 2017 and prepare for 2018. So I wanted her to come tonight and share her wisdom with all of us. So thank you so much, Joni. We so appreciate you coming on our call. And now I'm going to turn it over to you, my love.
Well, thank you. That was beautiful. Such a professional introduction. But it is when you stop and look back, when you're first coming in your business, all of you, you're running. It feels like you're running to catch up or to do it and that type of thing. And sometimes you don't even know what you've been able to do unless you slow down and look back. And so I think that's kind of a fun thing to do, whether you've been in for 6 months, whether you've been in for 6 years, and like myself, 13 and a half years. And it's a journey. I think that, you've heard it said many times. We are really a personal growth company with a compensation plan attached. Well, it's corny, but it's true. Because you have to reach those milestones for your business to become financially successful, which is what we all want it to be. And I like being really honest about that, about wanting the income to be a lot, because I think that you can only help a few if you don't make it a business. But when you make it a business, you help thousands. And so the thing about having the millionaires in our organization, some of them I have touched directly, but a lot of them indirectly. It's by what you have done in your actions that has just trickled down. It's just trickled down. And so those are fun accomplishments to talk about, because I think that if you didn't make an imprint or a footprint in what you're doing, it might not go down. It might not trickle down. And so those are the things that they say. In network marketing, people watch what you're doing, whether it be great or not. And so I think that's a good thing that always keeps us wanting to do good. So but tonight, I do want to talk about a few things that maybe can protect you, help your people in your business. And I'm just going to tap on a few, and then I'm going to get into some corny things that make me feel good. And because I think that sometimes when I watch things or hear things, they land on me. And so I think if they land on me, they're going to land on somebody else. And so those are things that I think are important to share. And so right now, we did a call with Sean about the numbers, and he also talked about the growth of the IsoBody Challenge in the numbers in our company. I mean, when it first happened, there was like 192 people that finished it that year. And this year in 2017, there's been over 35,000 people finish. So that's 2011, I believe, was 192. And now 35,000. So, as our owner says, those are clues. And so you want to take note of that. And so how I can help you embrace that is that it becomes what you do. When we're in isogenics, what we do is share our opportunity with others, whether it's going to be for a business-minded person or a happy consumer, whatever it is for them at the moment. But again, we always want to be protective. And so if we are doing the IsaBody Challenge enrollment at the same time that we are enrolling them, it doesn't cost anything. It protects them, gives them more support, and it enables them to have the ability to share their story later with great success. And so, and you know, all the freebie things that come with it, all of those things, you need to fall in love with that. And until you fall in love with it and see the value, you're not going to duplicate it. And so that is something that I think if you work right now through the end of the year, making that part of what you and your team do, it will just get way more powerful. I mean, it won't just a little bit of it be exponential. It'll be huge. I mean, everybody will be doing it just like you're getting their email. You have to get them signed up for IsaBody Challenge. It's what you do. It's the best way to give them success. Whether they take advantage of all of the rest is their decision. But they'll have so much support around them that I think that's something that you could grab onto. And as everyone on the call is business leaders, you know that a lot of our promotions, all of those things, you're going to get extra points or extra this if you have done that leadership within your team. So if it becomes what you do, it's going to be a lot easier and better for everyone. And so that's something that I think it's kind of what I feel or think or whatever. It's what I believe is going to be the next step to your tier of growth in your leadership and in your business. So the first thing, if you haven't done it yourself, that might be something you want to do. Hello, I haven't. So I'm just telling you, this was a real, humbling little thing I'm talking to you about because I'm thinking, okay, I got to do this, And for me, I'll tell you, all of it was just about my own pride, my own, have to write the weight down, have to do that. They're going to walk through the halls of corporate going, did you know Joni Brewer? They're not going to do that. But, in my mind, that was probably my biggest hang up. So I'm just being very real with all of you. And so, and Mark, you're the techie person. Everybody looks really small to me. I cannot, that's better. Wow, okay, good. Hi. Okay, so that would be my number one homework for you guys to do. If you're already doing it, well, it's a good repeat. I just repeated it. And so I had written that down. So those are things that I want you to chart yourself. For the next 10 people you enroll, how many did you enroll in IsaBody? Keep tabs with yourself. Keep yourself sharp on that. And so the other thing that I had written down, and then you didn't tell me what my time frame is or what I...
There's a training event, I tune in and I listen.
Hi, Joni. It's about half an hour.
What?
Half an hour, love. 30 minutes.
Okay, so I'll get quick. Okay, so again with that, we want our IsaBody Challenge to be something that we do. I've said it before, you've heard it again, it's going to be a repeat. We need to love our compensation plan just like we love the way we feel after a 2-day cleanse. You know how powerful you feel after you've rocked out a 2-day cleanse? Nothing better. You need to love our compensation plan the same. That means if you don't know the ins and outs or you don't feel really comfortable, ask somebody. Get on a Zoom call. Just the two of you. Do something and ask, where's your hang up? Is it a disconnect? Because I know that is for some people, And so, I'm going to give some verbiage for your double PIB, the product introductory bonus. The bonus we get when we enroll someone. The company says, thank you, Carla, for doing a good job. Thank you, Pam, for doing a good job, taking your person through that they wanted to, buy their product. The company's telling you thank you. And so then they're going to say, not only thank you, but bells are going to go off when you get 2. And so they're showing you this through money. Money speaks, and money can move someone to do a little bit more. It doesn't mean you're greedy. It doesn't mean you're not, good about just loving people. It means you're smart. It means you're being a smart businesswoman or businessman. And so especially I said to Mark and Lynn this morning, I said, when someone enrolls somebody with a value pack, then they need to make sure that they got somebody in the wings that's sitting on the fence that they can topple over, even if it's bringing them in with a 30-day, because that's going to double that value pack for them. And that's going to be a major impact on their family. And so that's what we're going to do. We are going to be enrollers with people on Isobody Challenge. We are going to be doing our double PIBs. Even if Sunday night you got to call Aunt Bertha, and say, hey, let's get you on a health pack, and get a health pack, whether it goes to her or you or whatever. Get yourself in the role that you're not going to let a double PIB waste. Never, never. And, we always need pantry stuff anyway, so I don't get wigged out about any of that. And I don't want you to get wigged out about it, saying, well, that's not really real, or stop that. Stop that. So what I want you to feel like for the next 3 to 4 weeks is you are going to reach. You are going to stretch. And you're going to stretch like somebody's in a football. They're going to reach out and put that football over the end zone. They're going to run up to the goal line and get it over there. And they're going to reach for that to get it. And so the holidays are here. I get that. But use that for awesomeness for your business, because people have a really hard time this time of year. Whether because they have so many traditions that they get caught up in the food and the smells and that. Let them have their thing. Don't chastise them for doing that, but just give them that. Say, whatever you do that night, whatever you do with the family, enjoy it. And then just make sure you have your cleanse and ionics before you go night-night. Just make sure that is a feeling of positiveness for them. They don't have to cleanse through the holidays if they don't choose to. But if they choose to have one day cleanse once a week to keep them in balance, to feel emotionally good, to feel physically good, then empower them that they can do it. So how I thought about that with your leaders today was that I love looking at turning things around for a positive. I got this one year at an airport in Seattle, and I just thought it was so cute. It says, I can count on you. You can count on me. And so it's an ornament, I guess, but I just like it because isn't that what we do in our business? And so you have to ask them what they want as far as the leadership during this 3 weeks. There are times in our company where we have had promotions that in December kind of people got a little bit flat, and people who talk to their team and says, not us, they reaped huge rewards from that, huge benefits. Took the whole pot in the leadership pool. Just all those kind of fun things. So it's really just how you're going to have that verbiage around what you're going to be doing for your business. And the other thing that I think for people that look at you, maybe they're not on board with building as aggressively, or maybe they are, they want to know you're open. If you had a retail store and you showed up maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday, maybe Monday, but they didn't know if you were going to be there, they're not going to go. They're not going to go to your store. They can't depend on that being open. And so just tell yourself, if I'm in business, I'm in business. And so with that, it makes it more fun. And it makes people are going to love the fact that you're positive about everything, how they're handling the holidays. And so I was telling Lynn too, this is a really cute card. And this is only for people who have, anybody on this call, does anybody have a large right side? Okay, so this card says, since things don't always go right, it's nice to have someone like you on my left. And I just thought that was so cute. So look for things that can fit in your business for your people. Those are little things that you can do for, people on the right. Other things you can do, I know you've all seen these things at TJ Maxx or whatever, their files. Let's see, I'll bring it down. Their files that say, this one says believe. This one says hustle. This one says dream. I can and I will. Dreamer and doer. So you can get all of those. You can print out a cycle sheet, the one that I have, just cycle sheet. You can print it out, or you make your own, print it out, and it shows people 1 cycle equals 54. My son did this when I first started, and I just, okay, 1 equals 54. I would look at that, and I'd say, and then I look at my team, and I remember when I had 17 people, and I'd say, oh, I need a 30-day on the raft. I really did that. And so, but that's kind of a fun thing for you to give them. Tell them, the cycles are going to grow. And just love on your people that are with you in little different ways. And we thought of a little white box with a little green ribbon with, you could stamp an A on it or stamp Isogenics on it, and just, you could give them a little gift card for something, or, just little things that bring Isogenics back into their life during this time that can create them to have volume. I think you should be asking your team, what products do they take on a daily basis? I think I should do that on a call. How many people are taking the greens every day, and why are they? Be posting that, and you probably already do that, you guys. I'm just probably repeat for a lot of things, but those are the things that create you. Jimmy Smith says if people think that doing 100 BV is in business, they're nuts. You need to be, all leaders should be taking all the products. You should be taking everything, so when something comes around your way, somebody's going to talk about the sleep, somebody's going to talk about acid reflux, they're going to talk about this, and you're going to know what's a benefit for some things. And so I know there's other spots you could do it, but I think I said it on the other call we had, Lynn, that if you're doing 150 BV, you're getting more of a discount. If you're doing 200 BV personally, you're getting more of a discount. And so we kind of need to have somebody on your team kind of go in there and research that and find that for, exactly what that is. That'd be a great teaching point. And so those are things I'm trying to just, that's really facing down. Those are things that I really wanted you to kind of think about. What could create more momentum? The company's got great things going on too. Like they got the cookies and cream coming out tomorrow, and they got all those fun things for you to do to promote volume in your business through the end. Because if you have everybody on track right now, don't let the whole month of December get wasted. Not wasted, but don't let the whole month of December with your business not be attended to because you have the holidays coming. Blend it in. Make it a part of it. How many people do people see during that? It doesn't mean you're going to go out and recruit the world, but just be happy and positive about what you have, because everything is going to be popping up for people. And in New York, the New York Times, or whatever paper you guys have had for years over there, the biggest thing for the New Year's resolutions has always been lose weight, get healthy, get out of debt, and make more money. Those are the 4 top resolutions every year. And so it's like we have answers to all of that in just our loving, wonderful, fun way that we get to present. And so I'm going to try to be real quick. I open these up just to show you. That's silly. Anyway, okay. So how many people, this is a quote for you. I probably should end with this, but I'm not. Everybody says they want to be free. They want time freedom. They want financial freedom. They want that freedom, that pressure. But take the train off the tracks and it's free, but it can't go anywhere. So when you have leaders that want to guide you and share with you and help you, stay on that track. If they're being financially successful, follow the track. That's what Isogenics tells us too. They give us the tracks to run on. You don't have to go out and create a new promotion. You can have little ones that you add to your thing, but do what the company does. We celebrate, and I keep it really simple. Celebrate the successes that the company celebrates. They celebrate you getting to manager. They celebrate you getting to director, and they celebrate you getting to executive. Stick with those, and you will be wildly successful if you help people do that. So my last little words of wisdom. I shut my tablet, so I lost my space. Okay, how many of you have seen Princess Diaries? Oh, good. Thanks, Taylor. Okay, there's Princess Diaries and there's Princess Diaries 2, but I'm talking about the original #1. That's your homework. I want you to go watch it. because there's so many things in that movie that I think are amazing. When she goes, and notice in the movie how complimentary Julia Andrews is all the time. She's just complimentary. When she's taken off track and people are she brings it around, and she's complimentary. And that to me is finding the good in somebody. In our business, there'll be lots of different personalities that aren't totally ours, but we're going to find the good. And so I think that is empowering, very empowering to others. So what happens in that movie, part of it that I want you to see, is this girl has so many huge decisions that are out of her comfort zone. How many of you has committing to building an isogenics business for yourself, being honest when you want to build a business, has it created you to be uncomfortable? Only a couple? Nobody else had stress? Anyway, okay, it is what it is. And when you can surround yourself with so many reasons why, it's hard to move forward sometimes unless you have people that see in you something and they let you know. And she makes a comment about this one boy, asked her why she invited him to this big ball. And she says, because you saw me when I was invisible. So he saw something in her before she was princess, And when she was asked to take this thing, she didn't want to, because she says, her dad had left her two tidbits. And he says, courage is not the absence of fear. It's rather the judgment that something else is more important, which, I have that on my desk, thought that was so cool. And the other one is that the brave do not live forever, but the cautious don't live at all. And so it's like, I thought to myself, and I used to say, all you poor guys, but I would say, we're women. We can do anything, because most of the times we have to. Most of the time we have had to do anything and everything to make something happen that needed to be done with our family or for whatever. So I know that we have that strength to do it. Sometimes we just need a little push or a little hand. And so those are two of the things that were very powerful. But it was, she, in her little speech, and you guys, I really want you to watch it. She goes, how many times that she uses the word I. She recognized in herself because of her fear. And she says, if I cared about the other 7 billion people out there, would it be a better use of my time? And so when you get fearful in this, think of your why. People connect your why, your dream, your vision, whatever that may be. You need to connect that with something that's bigger than you. And when you connect it with something bigger than you, it will put you in that frame of mind of happiness and power. Just get yourself there. I have to have music. Music absolutely makes me powerful. Absolutely. And I can get in the best frame of mind, music, song, whatever, silly. I love it. And so the thing was that your thoughts can be turned into actions. And so in the morning, instead of saying, this morning I'm Joni Brewer, but this morning I'm Joni Brewer, leader extraordinaire. I mean, you got to give yourself something that makes you feel good. We had to write a word that reminds us, it's kind of like a catchphrase, and I wrote cashew. And I wish I could say it really fast. It was kind, assertive, successful, healthy, empowering woman. So, so you just kind of find something that can fit you, just do it. And it can be silly, it can be goofy, it can be whatever. But it's like, we have a job to do. And I really feel like if any of you are on the call tonight, you already know too much. You know too much to turn back. And that's how you should feel is your responsibility. So in the next 3 weeks, how many people are you going to enroll? You don't know, but you're not going to know any of it unless you put yourself out there. You guys are already a fabulous team. You already connect. You love each other. You share good, fun things. And so if you can come up with a really fun little thing to do for your team or others, put it out there. You guys say, I came up with this, like this little thing like this, You come up with that, or you come up with something, share with each other, and do it with anybody that you enroll in December. Do your own little thing that's fun for people that you enroll in December. And just make it say, we are starting the new year now. We're getting ready, And so 2018 got a soaring team. And so those are the things that I wanted to share with you guys tonight. And so it was, please recognize the spirit in yourself that someone else sees. No, just like with Lynn, and I went down and scooped her up. It was because I knew, and this makes me sound so, I don't know. The girl that had enrolled her was new, and I didn't think she had the power to give the strength to Lynn that I knew that Lynn needed. Lynn can be a little bulldog, So I just thought that maybe she just needs somebody bigger than her. And so that was kind of how I thought. But I also knew that I was doing it to help Julie too. It was not about, me doing it. But I really believe that when you give your heart and soul to somebody, they're not going to walk away. They're not. And it's like, get people on product, get them a great result by your support and giving them the information they need, and then get them to an event. You not only should be getting them on Ice Body Challenge and doing all this enrollment and keeping momentum and volume in your group through December, but right now, $75 off of a New Year kickoff ticket. Did you all know that? You put that code in. And so get your group together and let's make a real difference for your group. How many people want to make six figures in 2018? 35 cycles, you guys. You can do that. 35 cycles. So you just look at your left and look at your right, join hands with everybody who wants to do that, and nobody gets left behind. And that is really kind of a mantra that you want to keep in your business. But it is nobody's business grows without volume. So empowering other people to use more products. They should anyway, to be a good leader, to share with others. What products have they not used? What products are they not using on a consistent basis? Right there is going to help your business grow. And then, of course, all of you with any fears that you may have or any ideas that you may have, don't just keep them in yourself. Share them with somebody. Help expand on them. Make them bigger, And if you have a little firecracker or somebody who doesn't say they're a firecracker, but you can totally see that they have the ability to do it, they just haven't embraced it yet, find out what their why is. Because there was a statement that was said, once the love of the dream, the moment I stopped loving my dream, my business will start fading. So once you start loving your dream or vision or any of that, that's a backward slide. And so the love of the dream is lit up by hearing other people's visions. Ask them their vision. What if? What if this could be the vehicle for you? What if it could be? I never dreamt mine would be this big, ever. Now I know I want to make mine bigger. That sounds kind of funny, but it really isn't. I have people making $200,000 a month in my organization. Why not me? And that sounds it's even hard for me to say it out loud, closing my eyes. But the thing is, I would just go make a bunch of six-figure income earners right now. Make a chart, who wants to be there, who's there, who wants to take theirs to maybe, $500,000 a year, or, multiple six figures, doing that kind of thing. And just kind of chart that out, But it is, you have to be focused, consistent. And we're over time. But the last thing I forgot to bring up, Lynn, was that when you are in your business, when you have enrolled anyone on your independent side, to me, you have a responsibility to help them get where they want to be. Or you should put them all on your team leg. And I believe that we don't know that in the beginning. But I also believe that people don't realize it's like we're pushing a steel ball up a hill. And the one who really, let's say it's you, you're the one that's got both hands on, And then you get people, maybe one person puts one hand on, and maybe a couple little people maybe put one hand on, and you have something come up in your life and it gets crazy. You have got to either stand there with your feet buried in and one hand, but you cannot walk away, because that ball will fall down and roll over these new baby leaders that aren't ready to hold it and don't have enough people to hold it. So we have to be verbally talking to each other and telling people what's going on. But that's leadership. That is leadership, and that is truly invested in others. And I believe that anybody on the call tonight, you are invested in others, or you wouldn't be committed to be on your call and to be loyal and to be doing those things. This business is absolutely exploding. And Jim Coover says it's going to double in 3 to 5 years. I would think people might take note of that. And so in order to catch the wave of that kind of growth in this profession that we're in the nutritional health aspect of it, you want to get a foundation that's knowing how to help others. And so that's where we don't stop during December. We don't do that. We're open for business. So, but don't chasten anybody for going to parties and that kind of stuff. They want to have their fun, and let them. But just remind them to take care of themselves. Have those greens in the morning with their shake. Have their cleanse and ionics at night after they party. Just protect them and let them feel good about who they are. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm over. I'm sorry.
You're wonderful. I could listen to you all night. Thank you. That was excellent information. So many things. Ice a Body Challenge, double PIB, finishing December strong, staying there, taking care of your leaders, knowing who wants to earn 6 figures, painting the vision. What if? We know it is. We know this company is. It's the what if for health. It's the what if for wealth. It's the what if for hope and camaraderie and meeting people like you to have as a mentor. Thank you, Joni. This was a beautiful call tonight, and what a wonderful way to wrap up the year. And I think probably last thing is, as we move into 2018 and you cast that vision for what is possible, any words to everyone as they're thinking about, okay, I've got this year ahead, and how do I think about it? What do I feel about it?
Oh, just don't get too deep. Don't get too deep in all your stuff. Just go out and build. Go out and build and help somebody get successful on their product, get another person successful on their product, and the leaders will show up. They will. They will say, I want this. And then you take some private time with them and you map out their executiveship. Stay on tracks. Those tracks are there. They're embedded for us. They work. And they work. And so, everybody has their circle of influence. Some are bigger than others. Some are different. But you do not judge. I came from a small town. My husband worked at a sawmill for 30 years. We made under $40,000 a year. And who would have guessed it? And we've made over $40,000 every month for how many years now? And so I think it's fabulous. And I don't think that anyone would have judged me as, doing it. And before all those girls down below me who are making da-da-da-da, I was already a millionaire. So the thing is, before double PIBs, before 30-day systems, it's just flat duplication. And that fun stuff can, and I think that you might want to have a call about, you guys are so smart. And I know that. So sometimes I have ideas that come up, but it's like, everybody who has mothers or parents, they should all be on at least one perfect meal a day. They should all be taking a shake. Whether they want to do business or not, great consumption of great nutrition. And I call that the bread and butter. The bread and butter of our business is consumption. And so it's great to get a shooting start. It's great to get people committed. But it's like that volume speaks loudly. And it's how many things could you give on your isogenics list as a gift to someone? I think that's amazing. And, just tiptoe in and love them and say, I love you enough. Or go back to the people that you talked to in the beginning and say, I love you enough that I'm putting myself at risk, your judgment, because I don't want to leave you behind. There's all kinds of things that are very real. And they always say you can't resurrect the dead, or, Shauna came back to me for 21 months, I said. So, it's like, there's just all kinds of things in our business, but it's all about your passion. It's all about your passion. Some people are going to be great on Facebook. Some people aren't. But some people are going to love, everybody's going to love what you have if you give it to them, to me, in the right way. And their timing is right. So.
Beautiful, Joni. Thank you.
Okay.
And Joni, maybe we could have you come back in January, and you could talk about laying that solid foundation. You could talk about duplication and ideas for duplications, because that's going to be one of our big focuses is radical duplication, building that foundation in our business for 2018. And you're so good at it. And if you come back and share that wisdom with us, would you be willing to come back and talk to us again in January?
Sure. Yes. Only if I get shout outs from people that have made some major 3-week challenge on their own team. I want to hear what people did.
Okay.
Because it's one thing to do these calls. It's like, tell me you're going to go do something. You really want your business to grow.
Hi, get back, sit down.
I would think about people. I'd think about why would they? And I'd give them a call. And I'd tell them what I thought. I didn't talk about their family and then finally get around to business. I would say, hey, this is Joni. I got something I think you might be interested in on a business level. And so you just kind of go there and just say, you love health. This is if you're not enjoy the system, but somebody's muted. Anyway, okay.
Sorry, Joni. Yes.
Now I get it. It happens. No big deal. So, but anyway, I can't see all of you, but I just want to tell you that I'm proud of every one of you, because this is not, sometimes it feels easy and sometimes it doesn't. But if I can just tell you that everybody had their scary moments. Everybody's had their down moments. Everybody's had their crazy excited moments that this person is going to go, yes! And then they don't. It happens to all of us, but that's kind of the adrenaline I like. I kind of like that kind of stuff. I like it more than you do, but that's where you just have to love people until they can feel solid. And that's one of our best jobs that we can do, because the business is solid. And there going to be things out there that you might not agree with, or, just take a breath and say, that's not my job. My job is to get people on product. My job is to create a great, fabulous income for my family, and that kind of stuff. So that's the job. And stay happy.
So everybody, we all want Joni back, don't we, in January? So we know the criteria, right?
I want to hear some stories.
We want to hear some stories. And we'll share them with you, Joni. Okay. All right. Is everybody in to help to bring Joni back with each other? All right. Thank you, Joni. We love you so much.
Hey, did you guys see this one too? Did you guys see this? Can you read it?
No.
I don't want to follow. Can you read that? No. It says, your story matters. Share it with the world.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
There it is.
There we go.
So your story matters. My story matters. Your story matters. We give hope to people who, they're scared. People are jaded. People have those, feelings of, is this real business? And so we need to let them know it's not only real, but they have locked up with a golden company named Isogenics.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Good night. Thank you, Joni. Thank you so much. We love you. Mwah.
Yeah, good team. Bye-bye.
Love you, girl.
Bye. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being on the call. Thursday night, we're going to recap what happened, and corporate's going to give you a special offer on Thursday night.
Right.
They're going to jump on with all of us. So we will see you back on the call on Thursday, and we love you all. Good night.
Good night, everybody.